What's up, Pros? And I need you to get on my level. And right here, we're gonna actually do a tutorial about armors. You see that beautiful physical over there? Damage negation, 94s and whatnot. Yeah, man, you know you want that. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, you didn't see nothing. No. Anyways, guys. So basically, we're not gonna be running around. We're gonna be looking at armor stuff. Ain't that awesome? Woo! I know you're excited. Yeah. Okay. So, a lot of you guys have a very bad idea, a very bad mentality about armors. A lot of guys like having armors just because it looks cute, because they like it, because it's funny. But let me show you something, guys. So normally, with bull gore armor, this is the armor I actually like to use a lot. So I have the whole set on, okay? So this armor, the reason I like it is it's one of the heaviest, if not the heaviest, in the whole game, which means I'm gonna have high physical. But what I like about it, the most thing that calls my attention is the poise. This armor, if I fully equip it, it has 100 poise, and that's huge because what poise does is it refrains you from flinching. Okay, it refrains you from Oh my gosh. What it actually does is it refrains you from being flinch, so it helps you a lot in that aspect. So when you're actually doing your armor, you're putting it on, you want to focus on some stuff. So right now my playstyle is I don't like to flinch. I hate when I'm attacking somebody makes me flinch. That's why I bother to get poise. You gotta remember, every armor has weight on them. So we all know this stuff, like, okay man, I understand, alright. No, let me tell you something. Every armor, you gotta look at them carefully. Some armor actually have high resistance. For example, the mushroom head is 2.2. The crown is 9.1. But it has immunity really high, but its robustness is low. This one actually has robustness 45. If you go to the Bulgor armor that I have over here, it's 31 immunity, 35 robustness. So just because the armor is heavy does not imply that the stats, the resistance on them, are actually the highest. No. Some armor have high resistance. As you can see, it all depends on what do you want to resist. So for those people that don't know, if we actually go to immunity, that's resistant for poison and rot. Then that's robustness is resistance to blood loss and frostbite. Focus is sleep and bouts of madness, so madness. Vitality is death, so there's death. And if you get the bar full, you instantly die, but it's not that common for people to be doing that. But there are some weapons in this game which I actually like, but I really gotta buff those weapons because they're really crappy and nobody uses them because of that. But now we go to poise, which is the number that you can resist from weapons. So how do you know that number? Well, a normal sword is 31. Each attack normal slash like 31. Club I believe is like 41, and then when you keep going up, colossal weapons do like 133, 100 damage. Some do 141. So yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. Some you won't be able to stop it. You're gonna flinch no matter what. So what I do, me personally, because I like poise. So this is a poise build, I guess. I like the Bull Gold Talisman, and it actually puts my poise up to 133. And the thing about the Bull Gold Talisman is it doesn't work the same for every armor. So it doesn't give you 33. I know a lot of people, oh yeah, I give you 30. No, no, no. If I put a lot of low stuff, I'll take this, I'll put this. I got 3 poise, okay? Now I put the Bulgo, it's 4. Oh, what happened? Well, let's test it again. We're gonna put a little bit of more. So now we're gonna put, we get the medium, 4.6, all right. I put a 8, that's 7.1, screw it, why not? So there's one 3.5. Let's go away. So right now I have 22 poise. So if we go to the Bulgo, it's 29. I think you understand what's going on here. It's a percentage that it gives you. It's not gonna be defined as it's always gonna give you 33. It's gonna leave you low. Depending how much poise you get, that's how much you're actually gonna receive from it. So you can experiment with that. So now, oh yeah, poise and blah blah blah, general. Alright man, shut up and listen. Some armor actually have special effects. Wow, what do you mean? Well, for example, this one we both know already. They actually are made so that you don't get poison and rot. Your resistance is gonna go really high. Alright, you said that. So now we go to special equipment. So for example, this one gives you 3 intelligence, but it lowers your stamina. It comes with a cost. This one is intelligence, goes 3 high, but it takes HP away, and etc with the same as this one. This one gives you intelligence, but it's actually better. It's not gonna be the same. So they both give you this. All this gives you intelligence. This one gives you 3 intelligence. This one gives you 6. This one gives you 3 intelligence and arcane, but there's some stuff that it takes away. So this one actually takes some health and stamina out of the way, because it's giving you 6 intelligence, but you just put whatever you want. This one gives you intelligence and strength, only 2 points, but it lowers your FP. So my FP is 200, it takes like 18 points away. And then this one gives you intelligence and endurance by 2 points, and it gives you FP. I think we're understanding what this means, but that's not all. Some armor actually give you some special skills that actually strengthens a lot of other skills. For example, this one gives you glintstone sorcery skills. It actually strengthens those sorceries that are like that. This one makes your thorn sorcery stronger. This one gives you mind, which is FP, gives you 3 points, but it takes some stamina away. These ones are the famous ones that a lot of people use, and the reason a lot of people use it is because the spells that are used on these ones get increased by it. It consumes additional FP, but the damage gets increased, which is why people use it. So yeah, what are you talking about, man? I never seen this. Well, I don't have the intelligence to show you, but I can show you like this. Kamera Sewer, that's one of them. You need 16 intelligence. This is one of them that is a Kamehameha wave that everybody sees. This is what some people use to put the helmet on to make this stronger. Then this one, the Stars of Ruins, it's not it. I believe the other one is, let's see if I find it. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Shoot, man, what the heck is it? Oh, there it is. So we have this Camera Sewer, which is for our sewer, and then we have this one, which is from Lusat. This is the other helmet. And this one also increases the damage if you actually have the helmet. So this one is Lusat, so increases the other one, the second one. And this one gives you the Kamehameha. So yeah, this one actually helps you with that. So if we keep going on, I'm telling you guys, look at the stuff. Just look, stop and read the details, the description of all your stuff, and you're gonna learn there's a lot of stuff. This one actually increases cold sorcery. So everybody that likes to use anything that's cold, this actually helps you a lot. There's some stuff that isn't gonna do anything, so you can keep going. So this one gives you faith. It gives you 1 point of faith. And then you can keep reading. This one gives you 1 point of dexterity. And you know how sometimes you're like, man, I wish I had 1 more point. Well, there's a lot of stuff that gives you a lot of stuff. That actually increases, helps you out. So for people that like to have the Rivers of Blood or katanas, this one actually increases the power, your attack power, when there's blood loss nearby. So when you're doing blood loss, it gives you like 10% more attack. And actually it's good. This one gives you mine 1 point. This one is funny. I like it. This one actually raises arcane by 4 points, but it lowers the recovery of your flask. So keep that in mind. Flask of the Crimson Tears. This one is an Octopus Head. This one actually gives you people that like the bubbles based skills, which is the weapons. It actually increases that. It makes them stronger. This one is really interesting because people cannot do headshots on you. You have that mask on, the arrow is gonna just get deflected. It's not gonna hit you. And it's really nice. And it greatly increases arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. So your arcane is gonna go 8 high, and then your normal attacks are gonna go low a bit. It's not that bad. You can look at the attack power up there. It's gonna be just tiny bit, but that's actually not as bad, but it's okay if you really want arcane, that is. So yeah, you can just keep looking at stuff that you can see, and they're not all the same. This one actually makes it so you get attacked more from enemies. So if you're trying to help somebody out, you put this on, and all the enemies are gonna come in and try to fight you. And that's not even all of it. There's a lot of stuff. This one raises dexterity, but it lowers your focus. So yeah, people that like dexterity, they can use that. This one, if you want to have a beard, just get the servant to remove, or you can remove it yourself, and you have a beard. So hey, if you want you want to play with a beard, you can. It's awesome, man. And there's actually, I'm trying to find the Black Knight hood. So this hood, it's gonna say that about the Black Knife and whatnot, but the armor actually muffles your steps, so you make no sound, which is very good if you're trying to be sneaky. But I can show you the armor later. So the Crucible stuff actually increases all your Crucible incantations. So if you actually like the Crucible, you put the armor on, it's actually really nice. You know, the Bulgul armor is super heavy. It has the highest Poise, which is awesome. And yeah, some of them don't really do as much, but one that's famous that a lot of people use, actually read, the Royal Remains armor set actually heal you. So all the armor pieces actually give you HP. And it's actually nice. And then you got the Briar helmet, the Briars. This, when you roll, it actually does damage to people. So it's actually pretty cool to just see stuff like that. And yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff. Hey, this is the Elden Lord. And some stuff that you're like, oh, okay, cool, it's not that bad, it's nice. But yeah, you can always look at different types of armors and read all of them, because like this one increases your jump attacks. Everybody does jump attacks. This is actually pretty nice. It's 7.7 for people that don't have that much equip load. But yeah, if you want to do more damage with jump attacks, go for it, man. It's not that bad. Yeah, you can just keep reading, so we can actually see what else we can actually find. This armors, I already seen them and they don't really do that much. So it's like, okay. But there's actually something interesting. For example, the Goskin Noble Robe, this actually increases Noble Presence incantation. So if you want to do more damage, you can actually have this. And this actually looks pretty cool. And then you have this one, Deathbed Dress. If you're playing with people, this actually increases people's life when they're just nearby. It doesn't increase your life, but they gradually heal just by you standing there, just by being close by them. And here you have Lusat, Asur and Lusat. For this one, they don't really give you anything, which I thought was weird, just for show. Mostly the helmet that gives you the increase in the spell, which kind of sucks. This one doesn't do anything, which I was like, okay, why not? This body actually gives you a really high immunity, which is 102, which is ridiculous compared to a lot of stuff. So if you really want to resist rot and poison, yeah, just put the mushroom on, and it's nice. Yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, there's actually this one. Like there's a whole set that gives you the stretching stone sorcery, and this one also gives you the glintstone sorcery. So you just gotta find out. Just keep looking, and you're gonna see there's a lot of different clothing that's actually really good. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, is there a bleed one for this? I haven't found it yet. Some effects are kind of hidden, so you gotta put an armor on and see if you can find something. And sometimes they don't tell you a lot of stuff, so it's like, okay, what the heck. So this is the armor I was telling you, the Black Knife armor. So this muffles the sound of footsteps. So instead of having the ring on, you can just have this on. And it's a nice looking armor. I actually like it. But yeah, if you're trying to be sneaky with people, because guys, let's be serious. There's people that pay for huge screens and headsets, and they put like surround sound and everything, so they hear you a mile away. You see this more in first person shooters and all that, but people that play those games are here and they hear you coming a mile away. They'll be like, oh crap. So sometimes if you're like trying to get behind someone and they see you, well, now you know why, because people invest a lot on some crazy stuff, and it's like, whoa, okay, what the heck. Like, why? I mean, I don't know. They just do it. I wish this one, actually, the Drake armor set actually gave you more damage with your dragon's incantation. I'm gonna see if that's actually a thing, but I gotta do more experimenting. But yeah, some spells have better cold resistance. Other ones, like this one, is the other one that you can see that slowly replenishes your HP, which is very, very nice. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, you can always see the resistance on all of them. So I'm not trying to show you all the resistance because we care more about the special effects that are hidden in the skills right now. Because a lot of people don't really see that. But for this, some of them gives you a special ability, so you just gotta read around. So if we actually go to the Gauntlets, well, like I said, this one actually has high resistance. It's not that bad. And then, yes, there's still, this one gives you glintstone sorcery skills, and this one gives you the thorn. This one sadly don't give you anything, which sucks. I'm like, why? Why not? I don't understand, but there's not much you can do, guys. It's the game creators. So if we actually try to find, these are just armor, so it's not that super awesome. Like, oh yeah, that's something. No. For Gauntlets, it's really harder to find something that actually, you have the Royal Remains, which actually still gives you the life. But some of them, there's not really anything special, so that's sad. If I missed something, you guys probably see. And then yeah, same thing with the Greaves. There's not that many that are like all super different, where it's like, oh, Mason and whatnot. But the Crucible stuff, in all of them, you actually get to strengthen the aspect of the crucible incantation. So all the incantation from the crucible actually gets stronger for each piece that you have on. So you can actually put all the pieces on and do some nice damage with that. If you think that some damage like really sucks, like oh what the heck is this crap? Or you can actually make it stronger. So people that wanna cosplay as them, you can. And sadly, you can get you got the glintstone, you got the torn. Oh, you don't even have the torn one. Oh, see, this is why you gotta read all of them because sometimes they just break your heart. And then this is Lucid and the other person, and yeah, they don't really do anything. So yeah, you just find out if you see anything that you like. And normally, how your playstyle is, you want to see your resistance because if something is really high, doesn't mean that the resistance is gonna be super good. Sometimes you can have like really low, like this one is the really heavy and whatnot, but you can find stuff all the way down here that's 6.6. It's not as good, but it's pretty close. It's not that bad. Like see, like this stuff, it's nice. It's like why not? Like this one is 7.1. It's only 5.7 compared to 16.4. This one goes from 11.9 to 10.8, and it's thinking 5.6 heavier. And yeah, just look around. Some stuff looks nice. I know some people like to cosplay. And yeah, but the thing about this game, what they actually did was they made it so that your armor actually matters here a bit. So it's actually interesting how they made it so that the poise and the defense actually works compared to other games. I know Dark Souls 1, it's actually my favorite game, where armor was really crucial. You had a lot of poise and the defense was there, which was beautiful in my aspect because my fighting style is like, can I stand my ground and whatnot? Like, yeah. So like having poise, you don't need to have 100 poise to deflect attacks. You don't need to have 100 poise to deflect attacks, but you can have a bit poise and just stand and yeah, like there's nothing an enemy can do. Like you can see I can move around. And then poise, how it works is if I get attacked, then it will replenish itself. So you can see I'm getting staggered with some attacks. But normally, if I put Google armor, Google talisman, 116. So now see I didn't flinch. And that's the beauty, I didn't flinch at all, see? So that's the difference in having poise. But it depends on your fighting style. Some people plan on not getting hit, other people do, other people don't. And just experiment. Sometimes people don't need armor, people just go naked because they parry. But yeah, just find whatever you like, whatever is funny. I like the God Skin Noble, it makes you look fat. And then it's like, it's disgusting in my eye, to be honest, because, I don't know, man, it's just funny, man. Like, you move around, you jiggle, man. It's just hilarious at times. And I was like, what the heck is that? And yeah, some armor looks cool, some doesn't, and just play around. Yeah, guys, that's that tutorial for armor. And yeah, so one thing a lot of people don't know, I don't know why. When you see the equipment load, you see I have medium load. So basically, I see a lot of guys do this. I gotta put something heavy real quick so that I can actually not roll. So when it's, guys, please, when it says heavy load like this right now, okay, and you're rolling like this, don't. There's a physique, okay? If you're gonna do this in PvP, there's a physique that actually, let me see if I find it. It helps you with that. This one. It don't matter how heavy you are. It makes you dodge like you're light loaded, and it lasts a pretty long time. If you're gonna be heavy, at least drink this, because having a heavy load, what that means is I can literally stand here, you roll, and I can just slap you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't get away. You're gonna die. It's slow. You're gonna. It's dumb. Why would you do it? Stop doing it. I see people roll a lot like this, and I get happy. I'm like, oh boy, time to murder him. That's the first thought that comes to my head. And I enjoy destroying you guys when you're rolling like that. Please, if you're gonna put heavy armor stuff, be mindful and don't put that crap on, man. Be medium. Medium is good. It's fine. I have medium all the time. Now, if you wanna have light in this game, as you can see, I took a whole armor that's 26 and I'm still not light. Holy crap, I'm still not light. There we go. So light is a really low percentage. The thing about light is it has some distance and it actually goes pretty far. So it's actually a lot easier to dodge, and you can just keep spamming it so you won't get hit. That's why a lot of people, when you're fighting, you're medium load and you roll, you're like, oh man, I got hit. It's because you're medium. If you're light, you're not gonna get hit because the window gets extended a little bit. And that is gonna be really good when you're fighting bosses and all that. Sometimes you guys are complaining, rage quitting, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's why. If you wanna dodge and not get hit, well, you should invest in this. I think there's a talisman, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, this is I forgot to mention, this beautiful Lord of Blood exaltation for people that use Rivers of Blood or anything that you want to bleed damage. This actually gives you 20% more bleed damage. That's really good. If you have the helmet and you got this, you got 30% more damage when you do bleed. You can kill enemies really fast. But going back to what I was saying, I believe there is one. This one, improved dodge rolling but increased damage taken. So this actually makes your roll even better, man. So you have an even bigger window when you're rolling. So yeah, you should really invest, people, on reading some of the talismans as well, because they can actually help you. The reason you use talismans is to help you improve in the aspect that you want to make yourself unbeatable. If you're trying to get, if you use a lot of FP, skills that use FP, you should invest in this. If you use a lot of poise, invest in this. If you have fire, etc., whatever you want to do, if you do a lot of successful attacks, this one increases your attack power, and this one heals you while you're attacking people. This one, if you're doing poison or rot, and your weapon has that, will also bleed damage. Well, guess what? I tell you guys, I like doing poison and bleed at the same time. Sometimes I like doing freezing and bleed, etc. But if you actually have poison or rot in your weapon, and you have bleed, you have this, and you have the other one, your attack power gets increased even more. So now you're doing a lot more damage with Rivers of Blood, or it's a weapon that actually has bleed and rot, or bleed or poison, or you're dual wielding stuff. If you actually start to read everything, you can do a lot better. It helps you a lot, guys. I like using this one when I'm invading a lot of people and I'm trying to hide. But yeah, if you actually start reading all this stuff, it actually makes you stronger. And you can see it has critical hit, guard counters. I got guard counters, for a lot of people don't know, is when somebody attacks you and you attack them. No, this is an actual counter. So if you guard and do a counter, it actually helps. But there's a thing which I don't know if they actually have it in this game. So yeah, it might be a counter actually, or a counter attack. It's one of those two. But what it does is, when somebody attacks you and you attack at the same time, you do a lot more damage. A lot of people don't really know this. But when you're attacking someone and you stop them by hitting them, that's a counter. destroying them. You're gonna do a lot more damage, people. But yeah, just start reading the equipment. You can find whatever you want. You can do a lot more damage. You can have more resistance. Whatever you want, whatever is happening to you, a lot more. There's some people that get frozen more. There's some people that get bleed more. Some people want more attack, more defense, etc. Just read, guys. And that's the tutorial for equipment. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, bye.